Hey everyone, it's March 27th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with David Bain, a formerly convicted mass murderer from New Zealand who possibly didn't commit the crimes of which he was convicted. And that is him right up there. Bain was born in 1972, and his family moved to Papua New Guinea when he was a young boy, only returning to New Zealand after 15 years of missionary work. All was not well in the family, with his parents Robin and Margaret frequently fighting. Bain went on to graduate high school and work at a local opera house while attending university, studying classical music in hopes of being a professional singer. But in June of 1994, 5 members of the Bain family were shot dead in their home. The victims were Robin Bain, the 59-year-old patriarch, his wife Margaret, and their teenage children Arawa, Laniet, and Stephen. 4 days later, 22-year-old David Bain was arrested and charged with committing this horrific act. Just 2 weeks later, the house was burned down by the New Zealand Fire Service at the request of the Bain family trustees. I didn't know you could ask firefighters to burn a house down for you that may contain evidence, but apparently in New Zealand you could do that in the 90s. At his trial, the prosecution alleged that Bain meticulously went throughout the house at 5 a.m. with a .22 caliber rifle with a silencer attached, first shooting his younger sister in the head while she slept, then doing the same to his mother. His brother awoke and a struggle ensued, but David strangled him with a t-shirt to subdue him, then shot him in the head. The shots awoke his other sister, who began to pray for help, but the only answer was from a bullet. He then tossed his bloodied clothes in the washing machine and typed up a fake suicide note from his father on the family computer, referencing himself and saying, "Sorry, you are the only one who deserved to stay." David then left to go deliver newspapers as he did every morning, and when he returned, waited for his father to enter the house. His father had been out working on their RV, and when he entered the lounge for his morning prayers, somehow not noticing the carnage in the rest of the house, David shot him in the head and left the rifle next to his body. He then called the police to report the murders, claiming that he had just returned from delivering newspapers and found the horrible crime scene. Bain was convicted in 1995 and sentenced to life in prison. Former all-black rugby star Joe Karam took an interest in the case, visiting Bain in prison over 200 times. He spearheaded a campaign to release him, believing it was a miscarriage of justice. The defense theory was that Laniet had been molested by her father for years, and that when she confronted him in front of the family, he snapped and killed them all. In 2009, after a very lengthy appeals process, Bain was retried, this time being found not guilty on all counts, which is probably why you shouldn't burn down a house where 5 people were murdered 2 weeks after the crime, since you can't gather further evidence when that happens. Did he kill his family, or did his father actually murder David's mother and siblings before committing suicide? We'll never know for sure, but David Bain now walks free. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to David Bain, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.